Daring Greatly is a potent exploration of vulnerability and its significance in our lives. Authored by Brené Brown, this book addresses a widespread human dilemma: the struggle with vulnerability and the fear of being seen as weak or flawed. Brown uncovers that, contrary to popular belief, vulnerability isn't a weakness but a profound strength that forms the basis for courage, compassion, and connection. Chapter 1: The Myth of Vulnerability. Daring Greatly embarks on its journey by debunking the widely held perception of vulnerability as a weakness. Brené Brown argues that societal norms and personal insecurities often associate vulnerability with emotions like fear, shame, and doubt. This association fosters a culture where vulnerability is perceived as a liability, a flaw to be concealed and avoided. Yet, Brown suggests that this avoidance creates a barrier against authentic human connection and engagement. Our innate fear of being judged or ridiculed coerces us into hiding our true selves, thereby denying us the experience of genuine emotional expression and understanding. In a radical shift from conventional thought, Brown proposes that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but a measure of courage. It involves showing up, being seen, and being truthful about our feelings and experiences when we can't predict or control the outcome. It means taking risks, getting involved, and letting ourselves be seen for who we truly are, with all our strengths and weaknesses. When we choose to embrace our vulnerability, we open ourselves to a plethora of opportunities for deeper relationships, creativity, and self-expression. It allows us to connect with others on a more personal and intimate level, creating bonds built on mutual understanding and shared experiences. More importantly, our willingness to face life's uncertainties head-on cultivates resilience, transforming vulnerability from a perceived weakness into a formidable strength. Chapter 2: The Armor That Shields Vulnerability. Our society often teaches us to armor ourselves against vulnerability, to put on a facade of perfection, numb our emotions, resort to cynicism, and seek control over all aspects of our lives. These defense mechanisms serve as protective layers against the perceived dangers of being vulnerable, providing a false sense of security. However, Brown observes that such armors, while comforting in the short term, limit our ability to forge genuine connections, empathize with others, and stimulate creativity and innovation. They act as barriers that isolate us from our authentic selves and hinder our capacity to understand and connect with others genuinely. Recognizing these armors, and more importantly, daring to shed them, is an essential step towards embracing vulnerability. It is an act that requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to fully experience the human condition in all its joy and sorrow, triumphs and failures. By casting off these protective layers, we unlock our potential for personal growth, allowing ourselves to innovate, to deepen our relationships, and to live more authentically. Chapter 3: The Power of Wholehearted Living. Daring Greatly introduces the concept of wholehearted living, a way of engaging with the world from a place of self-worth. It involves acknowledging and embracing our vulnerabilities, practicing gratitude for the small and big blessings in our lives, and nurturing self-compassion. Wholehearted living is not about chasing an ideal of perfection or living devoid of fear. Instead, it's about acknowledging our fears, embracing our self-doubts, and accepting our imperfect selves, while simultaneously making the choice to live authentically and to love ourselves. It's about understanding that, despite our vulnerabilities and because of them, we are worthy of love and belonging. This philosophy invites you to live courageously and authentically, acknowledging and owning your imperfections and vulnerabilities. It's a testament to the power of self-love and acceptance, highlighting that you are enough just as you are. Embracing this way of life encourages self-compassion, resilience, and a deep sense of self-worth. It enhances your capacity for joy, creativity, and meaningful connections, enabling you to live a fulfilling and connected life. Chapter 4. Books' Effectiveness and Real-Life Applications. Daring Greatly has proven its effectiveness, inspiring countless individuals to confront and embrace their vulnerabilities. Its core principles have been applied by people from all walks of life, fostering courage, compassion, and connection. The lessons of the book have practical applications in everyday life. For instance, recognizing and shedding our armors can help not only in personal growth but also in fostering healthier relationships. Similarly, practicing wholehearted living can enhance our sense of self-worth and resilience. Daring Greatly serves as an empowering guide that invites readers to embrace their vulnerabilities, shed their protective armors, and live wholeheartedly. These tools can enable you to navigate life with more courage, compassion, and connection. Are you ready to begin this transformative journey? Will you dare to be vulnerable, to show up, to be seen, and to live wholeheartedly? The first step is within your grasp. To embark on this journey, I encourage you to identify one area of your life where you resist vulnerability this week. Explore the armors you wear to shield yourself. Can you dare to drop them? Alongside, strive to embrace the practice of wholehearted living. Acknowledge your self-doubts and fears, yet choose to live and love with your whole heart. Document your journey and see how it evolves. Share your experiences and inspire others to dare greatly.